You're listening to the Options Insider Radio Network. For more quality options programs, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com or search for Options Insider Radio Network in your podcast provider of choice. Listeners can also access all of our programming through our mobile app, available in iTunes and on Google Play.
The options market can be a confusing place. Sorting through the daily avalanche of data, alerts, updates, articles, and analysis to find the most important information is an overwhelming prospect. But now you have help. Welcome to the Options News Rundown, the only program that breaks through the noise to bring you the most important news and information from the world of options. Every day we bring you the top 5 option stories curated by the options experts at theoptionsinsider.com, the premier source for free options information. The Options News Rundown is brought to you by Market Taker Mentoring, the leader in option trader education. Get trader education, daily trade ideas, and more with a free 1-week trial of Market Taker Mentoring's live Advantage group coaching class by visiting markettaker.com/insider. And now it's time to break through the noise. It's time for your Options News Rundown.
Good morning. Today is Thursday, March 29th, 2018. This is your Options News Rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli. Our first story today will be the top 5 things to know in the market on Thursday. First thing to know is global stocks rebound after tech sell-off. Global equities were mostly higher on the final day of trading for the week, the month, and the first quarter, as investors attempted to shake off tech-led sell-offs, which had spread across global markets. Volumes were subdued, with many traders wrapping up ahead of the Easter holiday. In Asia, the major bourses in the region finished in positive territory, as hopes for a diplomatic breakthrough with North Korea supported appetite for riskier assets. Second thing to know today is the dollar dips after strong gains. The dollar dipped against the yen, pushing for breath one day after posting its largest daily percentage gain in around 6 months. USD Japanese yen was down nearly 0.3% to 106.55 after ending Wednesday's session with gains of 1.4%, the largest increase since September 11th. The greenback was boosted by data highlighting faster U.S. economic growth and hopes for a diplomatic breakthrough with North Korea. The Fed's preferred inflation metric in focus. Thursday's calendar features a closely watched report on personal income and spending for February, which includes the personal consumption expenditures inflation data, the Federal Reserve's preferred metric for inflation, at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. The consensus forecast is that the report will show that the core PCE price index inched up 0.2% last month after rising 0.3% a month earlier. On an annualized basis, core PCE prices are expected to rise 1.6% compared to a 1.5% increase in the preceding month. Fourth thing to know today is oil prices edge up on OPEC hopes. Oil prices edged higher as the prospect of an extension to OPEC-led production cuts into next year provided support. U.S. WTI crude futures added 21 cents or 0.3% to $64.58 per barrel, while Brent futures held steady at $68.72 a barrel. And the fifth thing to know today is Bitcoin sinks as death cross looms. Bitcoin prices sink back towards the 7,000 level as investors hit the panic button after the chart patterns revealed that the cryptocurrency is nearing a death cross. Dun, dun, dun. The term is used to describe a crossover of the 50-day moving average and the longer-term 200-day moving average. Technicians often look at this pattern as a bearish sign of what's to come. Our second story today comes by way of CNBC.com. U.S. personal income rose 0.4% in February, matching expectations. U.S. consumer spending rose marginally for a second straight month in February, as households boosted savings, the latest indication that the economy lost momentum in the first quarter. The Commerce Department said on Thursday that consumer spending, which accounts for more than 2/3 of U.S. economic activity, increased 0.2% last month, after a similar gain in January. Spending on long-lasting goods such as motor vehicles rebounded 0.2% after tumbling 1.5% in January. Outlays on services rose 0.3%, matching January's increase. Economists polled by Reuters had forecast consumer spending increasing 0.2% in February. Our third story today is from CNBC.com as well. U.S. weekly jobs claims total 215,000 versus 230,000 expected. The number of Americans filing for unemployment benefits fell to more than a 45-year low last week, holy moly, suggesting the economy remains strong despite signs of a slowdown in the first quarter. Initial claims for state unemployment benefits dropped 12% to a seasonally adjusted 215,000 for the first week ended March 24th, the lowest level since January 1973, the Labor Department said on Thursday. Data for the prior week were revised to show 2,000 fewer claims received than previously reported. Economists polled by Reuters had forecast claims falling 230,000 in the latest week. The government released 2018 seasonal factors with the report and published revisions to the seasonal factors and data going back to 2013. Our final story today comes by way of MarketWatch.com. CME offers to buy NEX in $5.4 billion deal. CME Group has offered to buy UK financial technology company NEX Group plc, a deal that would put the Chicago Futures Exchange giant in a commanding position in the vast market for U.S. government debt. NEX said in a statement on Wednesday that it had received a non-binding takeover offer of £10 a share, the equivalent of $14.08, that would value the London-based company at about $5.4 billion. NEX said discussions were at an advanced stage. There is no certainty as to whether an offer will be made or what the terms of an offer would be, NEX said. Representatives of CME and NEX declined to comment. The two companies confirmed earlier this month that CME had made a preliminary takeover approach to NEX. The news set off speculation that other bidders could emerge for NEX, such as Intercontinental Exchange, the owner of the New York Stock Exchange, or London Stock Exchange Group plc. It also triggered a surge in NEX's stock price, which is up 45% since reports of the talks emerged on March 15th. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is news you can use for today, March 29th, 2018, your Options News Rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli, Trade Smart. Have a nice long weekend and a happy Easter.
Thank you for listening to the Options News Rundown. To learn more about these stories or any other developments from the world of options, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com, the premier source for free options information. The Options News Rundown is brought to you by Market Taker Mentoring, the leader in option trader education. Get trader education, daily trade ideas, and more with a free 1-week trial of Market Taker Mentoring's live Advantage group coaching class by visiting markettaker.com/insider.
The preceding program was a production of the Options Insider Radio Network. For more quality options programs, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com or search for Options Insider Radio Network in your podcast provider of choice. Listeners can also access all of our programming through our mobile app, available in iTunes and on Google Play. Don't forget to follow along with your favorite programs and submit your own questions for the hosts at twitter.com/options, facebook.com/theoptionsinsider, or via questions@theoptionsinsider.com.